What's going on, Clint? What's going on? Can you hear me? What's going on, Clint? Hold on. Can you hear me? I see Susie then came up in here. Dreaded, can you hear me? Samantha, can you hear me? Good morning to everybody. Up early morning with it. Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Okay. Y'all make sure y'all share this and go ahead and share it on Facebook. Go ahead and share it on Instagram. Share it on Snapchat. We up early morning with it. Hold on for a minute. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to check something, then I'm about to get right to it. No hesitation. Check something, then I'm about to... But I want to sit up there and I want to get some things straight. I don't care if 50 people show up or 50,000 show up. I done got to the point now whether the video up, whether the video get taken down or whatever. The only thing that I care about is the people that were present to hear me speak and got the information and did something with it. Because it can be 100,000 people to hear something, but only one individual hear the information and be inspired to do something with the information. So whether, you know what I mean, whether it's 100,000, 200 people show up or 50 people show up, it don't even matter. We up tonight. I want you to get a good understanding because I'm fired up. The hatred, the dislike, and everything, it hasn't got me discouraged at all. It got me fired up like a motherfucker. So let me speak and get some things, clear about this game. Because you're going to get a lot about this game today. And that's why I wanted to start early morning and get it. I'm well rested and I'm up like a motherfucker. I know it's 2:34 in the morning. Some of y'all got boogers in your eyes. Some of y'all breath smell contrary to what everybody want to smell right now. You know what I mean? You could have been anywhere else. But I'm glad that God woke you up this morning. Now, the title of this is Hoes Are Winning. I don't never want you to get it fucked up. Hoes are winning. And before I get into how hoes are winning, I got to define to you what a hoe is. I'm coming right through the door and letting you know what a hoe is. Hold on. There we go. But before I even get into the reasons why hoes winning, you know what I mean, how they winning, I'm going to tell you, for those that don't know, what a hoe is. Because there are a lot of you that got hoes fucked up. You really got hoes fucked up. You really think that hoes is Black China. Some of y'all think that hoes is Amber Rose. You know what I mean? Some of y'all got hoes fucked up with Nicki Minaj. And I want you to know that just because a person is promiscuous or just because a person is flirtatious, that does not make them a hoe. Hit that like button right now. It's 2 in the morning, I know that, but hit that like button right now. It's Sinful to P. When have I ever done a weak-ass live, nigga? Whether it's 5 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 2 in the daytime, it's motherfucking Sinful to P. You already know we in here. Hit that like button right now. Hit that share button right now. I'm up. We up at it. You know what I'm saying? Good looking Tony. Tony that came up in here already with the $2. You did. Appreciate that, Tony. But let me get right to it. Hoes is not the women that are in your community giving up pussy with no currency like God gives out his air. Okay? Those are not hoes. So for those of you that are not familiar with the content of my channel, you've never been blessed to hear Sinful to Peace teach and preach and speak about this motherfucking knowledge and wisdom pertaining to this ism about the lifestyle of pimping and hoeing, just sit back and relax and be blessed. But hoes are not the sluts. Hoes are not the dots. Hoes are not the R&B rap performers that you guys have classified as hoes. Some of y'all been giving the hoe title to people that ain't got nothing to do with hoes. Nothing to do. Sometimes when I bring people on my platform, you got to understand that when I bring people on my platform, they're going to come on with their terminology. They're going to come on with their vernacular. And because I'm keeping the platform cool and fly, I'm not going to correct them. I'm going to let them sometimes speak. But, you know what I mean? A hoe, so many squares that say, man, hoes ain't winning. And hoes are winning. And I'm getting ready to break that down. But hoes are not the women that's at the club getting drunk, that's in front of a cute-faced guy, and he said, let's go back and go fuck. And she sit up there, you understand me, and go back and fuck on him and don't get a dime. That's not what a hoe is. A hoe is not that girl that was in the high school bathroom sucking everybody's dick, and you had 300, 500 motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, walking out the bathroom and got the chance to fuck, you know what I mean, and have fun with the bitch for free. That's not a hoe. A hoe is not, you know what I mean, when the Blackstones or the GDs, the BDs, or Vice Lords, or Crips or Bloods, whether it was an organization, nation, gang, clique, or whatever, and she was the homegirl and she just sucked and fucked, you know what I mean, everybody just out of love for the organization and shit. That's not a hoe. That's not a hoe. You know what I mean? You got this shit fucked up. That's not a hoe. Just because a person is promiscuous, just because a person sat up there and sucked everybody's dick, that is not a hoe. Stop disrespecting hoes. Call them what they are. Sluts. Say they promiscuous. Say the bitch is sucking and fucking on motherfucking, you understand me, blacks and Mexicans and pedestrians. But don't sit up there, you understand me, and bless that bitch with the title of a hoe. She got to do what's vital to the title of a hoe to be labeled as a motherfucking hoe. And if she not paying a pimp, if she not complying and applying to the instructions, information that's given by a motherfucking pimp, she ain't no goddamn hoe. Stop calling her a hoe, because she's not a hoe. If she not sitting over there, you understand me, on that motherfucking avenue, endeavoring to get a pimp's revenue, she is not a motherfucking hoe. If she not sitting over there putting her life in danger and sitting up there seducing and reducing strangers every goddamn night to make sure that a pimp's trap is right, she is not a goddamn hoe. She not no hoe. Some of y'all done gave snitches. You didn't, a bitch could snitch and she still be labeled a hoe. Bitch sitting over there, you understand me, then snitched on that nigga, snitched on that nigga, snitched on them niggas, and you still bless her with the title of a hoe. Stop calling everybody a goddamn hoe. That's not a hoe. That's not a hoe. Just like the pimp title is an honorable name, the hoe title is an honorable name. Don't get it fucked up with the rappers, with the game bangers, and the strangers to the game that's lame to the game. A hoe is an honorable title. It's not a title to be looked up down on. If you a motherfucking hoe, you should be walking with your head up proud. If you are a goddamn hoe, you got every motherfucking right to be, you understand me, proud of yourself and keep your head up high. You ain't got no goddamn business looking down on yourself if you a hoe. If you are a hoe, you shouldn't allow squares to talk to you any goddamn way. Why? Because you're a goddamn hoe. If you are a hoe, you shouldn't allow people in society and people with their religiosity, their opinions to have dominion on you, where you basically lose self-respect and you look down on yourself. You understand me? Because you're a hoe. You got the game fucked up. If you got family members that's sitting over there sucking and fucking, and you know what I mean, they sitting over here fornicating without accumulating, but they take out time with their existence to say a negative sentence about what the fuck you doing, I want you to know that they have no right to sit up there and judge you. I want you to know that your Christian cousin or your Christian sister or your Baptist auntie that's been engaged for 5 and 10 years, shacking up and fornicating with her boyfriend, she ain't got no right to sit up there and pass spiritual judgment on you. She ain't got no right to sit up there and say, according to the Bible, that you going to hell. Because according to that goddamn Bible that she reading, she gonna bust hell wide the fuck open her goddamn self. So she ain't got no business sitting over there talking to you like that. Not at all. You have no business looking down on yourself. You have no business letting somebody speak down to you when you are a hoe. If a motherfucker professes to be a pimp and he even say something derogatory about the title of a hoe, you need to sit up there and check your temperature, because you might be paying a square ass motherfucker. If you get into an argument with a motherfucker and while you sitting over there having an argument, he brings up the fact that you are a hoe and he's trying to bring down your confidence. He's trying to destroy you. He's trying to sit up there and destroy your whole motherfucking image and everything just because you are a hoe. You're dealing with a square. You're dealing with a square, baby. You're dealing with a square. Because a pimp would never make a woman feel bad for being a damn hoe. You ain't got no business sitting over there, you understand me, feeling bad and feeling like that when you are a motherfucking hoe. Not at all. So the hoes are not the women that are sitting over there sucking on blacks and Mexicans and pedestrians, you understand me, for motherfucking free. That's not a damn hoe. The hoes are not the women that's sitting over there fucking and sucking on the whole goddamn community without getting no motherfucking currency for the head and pussy that they just gave up. That's not a motherfucking hoe. The definition of a hoe, ladies, if she is not, a hoe is somebody that complies, applies the information, instructions given by the instructor, which is a goddamn pimp. If she does not allow a pimp to preside over her, to teach her, to lead her, to guide her, to direct her, she's not a hoe. She can sit up there and do motherfucking, you understand me, dates from Sacramento to motherfucking Chicago, from Chicago to Pluto. And if that bitch don't sit up there and let a pimp count it, it don't count. Nothing counts in the game unless a pimp counted. Unless a pimp counted, no accomplishment that a bitch do even count. Hoes are women who have the mentality of whatever I do today is going to be pleasing in the sight of a pimp. The mentality of a hoe is, what can I do? What can I say to become a better hoe so I can please the pimping that's presiding over my home? That is the mentality of a hoe. How could I bring other hoes to him? How could I make more money for him? How could I work on my intelligence, my vocabulary? You know what I mean? How could I sit up there and educate myself so I could become a better hoe to represent this motherfucking pimping that I'm paying? That is the mentality of a hoe. And if she don't got that mentality, she not no goddamn hoe. You are relaying information that should be reaching more ears than they are listening to. Great topic. $10. Oh, bro, you already know they'll be up. When they get up in the morning, they'll see it. But I'm not focused on that. Whether it was one person up in here, I'll be talking to that one person like it's a million. So, you know what I mean? And hit that like button. Hit that share button if you just came in. I'm not even looking at the likes and shares right now. I just got the comment section showing. I'll look at the likes and all that shit later. You know what I mean? But if you just came up in here, you already know to hit the like button. You already know to hit the share button. I didn't share it on Facebook. I didn't share it on Instagram. I just hit the live button and I got busy because I'm on a mission. Now that I've talked about what hoes are not, and I told you what a hoe is, because like I said, for you women, they're sucking and fucking at the club. You sucking and fucking guys up in the ghetto. Okay, Evening came up in here with 1999. I appreciate y'all. Blessings to y'all. Righteous came in here with 10. Bro came in here early with the 2. Man, blessings to y'all, man. A whole bunch of ones beat a whole bunch of nuns any day. I appreciate, you know what I mean, you for allowing the love of the game to put something on your heart to give. Blessings to y'all. But what I want to say, you know what I mean, to you is don't sit up there and call yourself no hoe. And from now on, when you get into an argument or something like that, you got to let that be known that you are not a hoe, because you're not a hoe. If you sitting over there, you understand me, sucking and fucking for free, you are not a hoe. You ain't got to be worried about it. Baby, if you just get set up there and you struggling to keep your pay your $70 phone bill, you're not no hoe. You sitting over there on the bus stop in 15-degree weather, you know what I'm saying? Up in that snow right now, you know what I mean? On that bus, on your way to a job, or you taking the bus, you know what I mean, to sit up there, you understand me, and go hop up on some dick that you ain't gonna get no money for, you not no hoe, baby. Don't even let them fool you like that. You not no hoe. You not no hoe. For you bitches that's even on the track, for you bitches that sit up there and go to the carpet, and you not producing any damn thing. You have not been producing any goddamn thing. You've been selling your motherfucking pussy since Harriet Tubman was on the Underground Railroad. I want you to know, if you have not produced any damn thing, you need to stop calling yourself a goddamn hoe. Because the pimping is producing. The hoeing is producing. Every tree that does not produce fruit, what happens to that tree? It get cut the fuck down. It's destroyed. It's not recognized. So if you are not producing anything fruitful, anything beneficial for the game, you're not no pimp, and you certainly not no hoe. You're not no pimp, and you certainly are not a hoe. If you are not producing, pimps produce, hoes produce. So if you are getting into a continuity of not producing currency, and your product that you're selling, you know, it's supposed to be game, and you know what I mean, but you're not selling that, or some of y'all selling pussy, or trying to sell pussy, and you're not even good at selling that, baby, stop calling yourself a hoe. Stop disrespecting hoes. I've been listening to squares, rappers, you know what I mean, motherfucker. Stop disrespecting hoes. As Birdman would say, put some respect on their name. Put some respect on a hoe's name. You not no goddamn hoe. If you sitting over there with your baby daddy, you go to the track for 2-3 motherfucking hours, you comfortable with making $150, you understand me tonight, bitch, you not no goddamn hoe. Stop. If the police even try to arrest you tonight, you tell them you can't arrest me. And when they say why, you just let them know you ain't done no goddamn hoeing. So they shouldn't arrest you for no goddamn hoeing, because you ain't did no goddamn hoeing. They ain't got no business arresting you for prostitution. Bitch, look inside your purse. You ain't did no motherfucking prostitution. Tell them to stop arresting you on false allegations, false charges and shit. You not no hoe. You ain't got no business going to jail for prostitution. You ain't got no business going to jail for anything pertaining to no hoeing. And you let them know that. When they sit up there and they try to arrest you, you open up your motherfucking purse and be like, here, I haven't done no hoeing. I'm not a hoe. I haven't caught no dates. I'm not paying pimping like I should be paying pimping. You shouldn't arrest me. I'm not a hoe. So y'all sitting over there, you know what I mean, laughing and shit, but that's real talk. The next time the police pull up on you And they said, you know, we've been noticing that you've been walking up and down the street. We've been seeing cars come up and you've been talking to them. You ain't been getting in none of them. But they've been walking past, they've been driving past you, and you've been talking. You know what I'm saying? You've been sitting over there getting inside these, you've been sitting over there, you understand me, talking to these cars. You'll go inside these motherfucking restaurants and shit around here. But what's going on? You look provocative. You look, you know what I mean, as if you are promiscuous and you're talking to different people inside the cars, but you know, so what's the deal? You let them know that you just a tourist, that you just, you know, out here and you just walking around confused. Tell them that you ain't got nothing to do with a bankroll. You just out here doing cardio. For you bitches that go to the track just for attendance and not the Benjamins, you ain't sitting over there doing no goddamn horn. You sit up there and let the police know. That's your valid excuse. If you need a valid excuse to not get arrested, you know you're a broke bitch. You know you're a broke, punk, handsome ass bitch that been on the track all goddamn night and they sit up there and made nothing. All you gotta do is just open up. Simple to P just gave you some good game. All you gotta do is sit up there and open your purse and let them know you ain't been doing no horn. So, with that being said, you know what I mean? With that being said, you know what I mean? Just keeping that thing all the way motherfucking 100. So we just learned, for those that didn't know, you know what I mean, that if you are not producing for the pimping, for the game, you are not a hoe. Just because you walk up and down a track all night, that does not mean that you are a hoe. If you are not following instructions, if you are not producing productions from the instructions that was given, stop calling yourself a hoe. We got to sit up there and step up the titles. Hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute. Here we go. There we go. But, you know what I mean? You're not a hoe. You're not a hoe. Pimps produce. Pimps knock hoes. Pimps stay knocking hoes. Why? Because pimps stay campaigning. That's why pimps stay obtaining and maintaining, because pimps stay campaigning. The reason why hoes is supposed to be staying producing, why? Because a hoe supposed to always be in a hoe's place. What's a hoe's place? In a trick's face. So if she's a real hoe, she got an instructor giving her instructions, giving her some instructions, you know what I mean, about how to produce. And if she's not producing, something is wrong with that. Something is seriously wrong with that. Hold on for a minute. There we go. Something is seriously wrong with that. You know what I mean? So I just want people to stop disrespecting this title, hoe. Stop disrespecting that title. You're not a hoe. You know what I mean? I know some of you women be like, I'm not a hoe. I just was outside for 7 and 9 hours. I was just outside for 10 hours. Yeah, but you was socializing the whole time. You was sitting over there walking up and down the track. And when you was walking up and down the track, you was on Facebook. You was on Facebook Live on the track. There was nothing live about your horn. But you was walking up and down the track, you understand me, on Facebook Live. You know what I mean? Cars is coming back. Tricks is sitting over there, you understand me, coming back. Endeavoring to sit up there and see what you about. But you couldn't even see the trick. The trick couldn't even get your attention because Facebook had your attention. Instagram had your attention. Snapchat had your motherfucking attention. You not no goddamn hoe. You stop sitting over there lying to yourself and you stop letting these liars lie to you. You not no hoe. Mexicans, about 5 motherfucking Mexicans to sit up there and drove past. White man to sit up there and drove past. All of these tricks are sitting over here driving past. You on motherfucker, you so stuck up in Facebook. Hey, lie. Hey, lie. Hey, lie. Hey girl, how you doing? Out here trapping. Out here trapping. Oh, you already know I'm out here getting it. Tricks just passing by. Tricks bumping horns and everything like that. You know what I mean? Bitch ain't even paying attention. What you got going on? Uh-huh. How long I been out? Oh, I've been out for a few hours and shit. It's slow. Ain't no tricks out here. Ain't no tricks out here, girl. Let you see. Bitch sit up there and did her phone like this. It's a motherfucking legions of cars, multitude of cars and shit just coming back. She stuck in her phone. Ain't no tricks out here, girl. It's slow to the motherfucker. The moment that she showed the area, it was traffic over here, traffic over here. But she's so caught up in what's going on Facebook. Girl, ain't nothing out here but pimps. They just sweating me. I'm like, girl, I'm not about to choose, okay? Soon as I get to 500, I am back in the house. No, girl, I just came out here for my little bill. Tricks just passing by. Bitch ain't been about no horn. So, with that being said, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm just giving you different situations, circumstances. You got bitches that work the motherfucking carpet. And they rather sit up there and waste their whole time, because you got certain bitches, because they messing with certain niggas, they gave them a so-called quota or a standard to fulfill. He might have told the bitch, you got some goofy niggas to tell a bitch that, you know what I mean, make 1,000, make 1,000. You know what I mean? You got some motherfuckers that say 500, 500, make 1,000, make 500, make 1,000, make 15. And not knowing in a city like Vegas, a bitch will sit up there, you understand me, and hit for 5 racks and just get that nigga 500 or 1,000 because that's all the nigga asks for. Number one. Or number two, the bitch might sit up there, you understand me, and hit for the 1,000 that he asked for, and she ain't gonna do no more goddamn horn all night because that's the only thing that he asked for. So you got bitches like that that's gonna sit up there, you understand me, and socialize all damn night, you know what I mean, with another bitch, and then another bitch, and then another bitch. Next thing you know, you got 4 big head bitches that ain't made no goddamn money at all, just socializing. These are not, you know what I mean, just what they classify as socializing. But honestly, I'm going to take the hoe off of it and just say socializing. Because these are not hoes. We have to stop disrespecting that title. You know what I mean? Bitches sitting over here choosing 5 or 6 niggas within one goddamn week. You know what I'm saying? Bitch sat up there and then chose more money. This bitch done chose more pimps than Shaq done been on teams. This bitch done had more pimps than she done had tricks. You know that's sad. The bitch she know more pimps than tricks. She done fuck with more pimps than tricks. She done fuck with more simps than tricks. She done fuck with more gangbangers than tricks. You know what I'm saying? She done sat up there, she done fucked with everything else but a trick, but they still will bless this bitch with the goddamn label of a hoe. She's not a hoe. Stop calling her that. She not no hoe. You know what I'm saying? You got some, just because they sell pussy, that they're blessing them with the title of a hoe. And I taught you the difference between a prostitute and a hoe. Any female that professes to be a woman can be a prostitute. Majority of the women, and if not all the women up in my comment section, is prostitutes right now. The women, the females and women that ain't even seen this video yet, the ones that's gonna see it in the morning, afternoon, evening, night, next week, next month, maybe next year, is prostitutes. See, how could you just say that I'm a prostitute? Because if you got put in the right circumstance, baby, you would sell that ass. If you got put in the right motherfucking financial crisis, you would toot that ass up. That's the fuck you would do. You know what I'm saying? If you had the right motherfucking circumstance and they present you right now with the right circumstance, you gonna sit up there and toot that ass up. That's what you gonna do. Oh, you gonna toot it up. You gonna sit up there and get that pussy up. You gonna suck the shit out that dick. You gonna sit up there, you understand me, and make that nigga file for sperm bankruptcy. You understand me? If he got enough currency around this motherfucker, oh yes, you will. With your good moral standards, you understand me, good Christian Moody Bible Institute attending ass. Yes, you would. You know what I mean? You gonna sit up there and fuck. You gonna suck. You gonna sit up there and toot that ass up if the right exchange is available. You gonna sit up there and go. You know what I mean? You gonna sit up there and go. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm speaking from experience. I've seen so many women be judgmental to hoes, speak down on hoes, speak down on prostitution. But once they got put in the right situation and their circumstance changed, they wasn't as judgmental as they was before. Them same judgmental women now, you know, was putting a dick in their mouth, and the dick that they had in their mouth was from a person they wasn't attracted to, but due to the fact that that individual had a place to stay, due to that individual having a vehicle, due to that individual working out a miracle, because that bitch was in a financial circumstance, she sat up there, you understand me, and got on her knees, or opened the motherfucking legs up, or took that ass up. That's what she did. You might be on your job. It might be some old fat, as I like to say, some old fat, nasty, you know what I mean, ugly ground beef face looking motherfucker. The nigga might look like a ball with no MJG. But if he's in position to give you a raise, if he's in position to sit up there, you understand me, and give you elevation, you know what I mean, in your career, on your job, you gonna sit up there and toot that ass up. If that motherfucker can sit up there and put an extra zero on your paycheck, you gonna sit up there and toot that ass up. You gonna sit up there and suck that dick. You gonna take the dick. You just gotta be put in the right circumstance. So damn near every woman in the world is a prostitute. Prostitution is omnipresent. The spirit of prostitution is omnipresent. As I often always say, the spirit of prostitution is everywhere. Just to give a little bit of what I mean, you got prostitution in the church. You got some people that want to preach against sin. They want to preach against transgression. They want to preach against abominations. But because that's not going to bring in the right amount of money, that's not going to bring in the M&Ms, the money and members, they're not going to sit up there and preach against sin. They're not going to preach against homosexuality. They're not going to preach against the pedophiles in the church. They're not going to preach against, you understand me, the ministers on the different auxiliaries that's getting the young girls, you understand me, pregnant. They're not going to preach against, you understand me, the adultery that's taking place. They're not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to do that at all. Why? Because that's not going to bring in the M&Ms. So they will prostitute the gift of God. What is the gift of God? The message. A message. The inspiration, the information. They are prostituted for a certain price. You got certain ministers that won't even come evangelize in certain congregations if they do not get a certain amount of money to come evangelize. They're not going to sit up there and come preach behind the pulpit. They're not going to come and sing unless you got some money. I told you that the spirit of prostitution is even in some of y'all marriages. Some of you women don't want to suck dick. You don't want to take the dick. You don't want to throw your legs over your head if that husband of yours is not producing anything. If he haven't given you no money, hit that like button right now. Stop playing with me. It's 143 people up in here right now. I just clicked and only seen 76 likes. Stop playing with me. It's simple to P. I'm up in here. Hit that like button right now. hit that share button right now. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button right now. I done already got 3 likes that let me know that I'm already all the way up, and I'm offending people the way that I should. I like that. Them 3 dislikes ain't nothing but confirmation that this information is coming right through here. But you know what I'm saying? Some of you wives, as I often always say, some of you don't want to give your husband some pussy. Some of you will tell your husband that if he don't do this for the children, or if he don't produce this, or my car is broken down, until you give me a new car, don't ask for some pussy. And the spirit of prostitution is in your marriage. So as I said, the spirit of prostitution is omnipresent. Damn near any female that professes to be a woman can be a prostitute, or already is a damn prostitute. So what is the distinction? What's the difference between a prostitute and a hoe? Easy, because you could be a prostitute without being a pimp. Without having a pimp. You could be a prostitute without having a pimp presiding over you. You can sell pussy without a pimp presiding over your prostitution. Yes, you can. You can prostitute right now without having a pimp preside over you. And you're going to make distributions from the prostitution that you gave. And you will be labeled as a prostitute. You exchanged fornication for some accumulation. You are a prostitute. But until you sit up there and comply and apply to the instructions that is given by the pimping, you are not a hoe. You are a prostitute. You sell pussy, or you sell time. Some of you say, I've never walked a track. Some of you might say, I've never posted on Backpage. Some of you might say, you know what I mean, I've never been on the carpet before. I've never done that before, Sin. Some of you might say that, but guess what I'm gonna tell you right now. If you ever sit up there and spent time with an individual that you didn't even want to spend time with, but you spent time with that individual to gain a raise on your job, or to gain some recognition, or to gain some money, and you went on a dinner date with this particular person that you're not attracted to, but you went on a dinner date, and the only reason why you went on that dinner date, the only reason why you went to that conference with this individual, you guys had an understanding. He wanted to be seen with you. That's all he wanted. So he could get some popularity. So he could be with a pretty woman. So he could be with somebody attractive. So the people at the conference could be attentive to the attractive woman that he was with. So he could get recognized. You had an understanding that he do this for you and you do this for him. This is still the spirit of prostitution. You're still a prostitute. Prostitute just don't mean that you gave up your ass or you gave up your pussy. Because in all honesty, time is more valuable than that. So the fact that you gave up something that you can't even replace is just as valuable or more valuable than the pussy ahead that you gave up. You only live once. You spent time in your one life to sit up there and get what you was, endeavoring to get from this individual. You gave up something precious called time. And if you gave up your time for some money, time for anything that you consider to be valuable, this is still within the spirit of prostitution. So like I said, any woman or damn near any female, could be a prostitute. But it takes a special type of woman to be a hoe. It takes a special type of woman to be a hoe. Because there's so much that she has to endure to be a hoe. It's so much that she has to complete to be a hoe. It's so many prerequisites that she has to fulfill to be a hoe. She got to go through adversities. She got to go through difficulties. She might have to go through a correctional facility. It's so much shit that she gonna have to go through, situations, tribulations, all type of shit. Her folks might get locked up. She might get locked up. She got to stay down. It's so much that a hoe got to sit up there and endure to be a hoe. She got to be. It's too much that she has to endure to be a hoe. She has to be. The definition of a strong woman, that's probably going to be one of my next videos. The definition of a strong woman is a hoe. The definition of a strong woman is a hoe. She got to endure all type of shit. Misunderstanding sometimes with the pimping. Misunderstandings with tricks. She got to go through confrontations, you understand me, with the police. Depending on what track she hoeing on, she might have to get into some bullshit with another bitch or a bitch ass nigga. She might sit up there and fight. I might have to sit up there, you understand me, and motherfucking be Floyd Mayweather to make the situation better on the track because there's other bitches trying to bully her and tell her that she can't work on this area. Gotta be dogs. Sometimes dogs be sitting over there running up and down the track. Sometimes you got gangbangers threatening her, saying, if I see you here, standing here again, I'm gonna sit up there, you understand me, and put you in the trunk. I'm gonna kidnap your ass and kill you. You better get the fuck on. And she talked to the pimpin', and the pimpin' tell her motherfucking ass to stay still and get the motherfucking money. Don't worry about that. And she fearful as a motherfucker, but at the same time, she don't want to disappoint the pimpin'. Or she might sit up there, you understand me, and be in the Midwest or that East Coast where it's 15 below zero. It's cold as fuck outside. The bitch walking through snow, you understand me, to get to that car. That bitch sitting over there, it's snow all on the motherfucking avenue, but she's still walking through the motherfucking snow on the avenue to get a pimp's revenue. The definition of a strong woman is a hoe. It's a hoe. Hoes are winning because they fucking with the pimpin'. Hoes are winning because they fucking with the pimpin'. That's why hoes is winning. Hoes is winning because they doing right by the game. If you give a deposit of loyalty, if you give a deposit of respect, if you give a deposit, you understand me, and bring your whole mind to the game and surrender all, if you give a deposit of submission, then the game gonna give you a withdrawal. Some of you want, you know what I mean, the game to give you a withdrawal of royalty, to give you a withdrawal of prosperity, to give you a withdrawal of hitting licks, to give you a withdrawal of happiness. And you haven't given the game one deposit of loyalty. I could tell you why a lot of y'all that profess to be hoes is not winning. You ain't did right by the game, so you shouldn't want the game. You shouldn't even sit up there and be perplexed on why you're not winning. How are you gonna not play a game accordingly and be confused and mad on why you're not winning? In the game of basketball, during the off season, the basketball players train. They train physically, they train mentally, they train in totality to sit up there, you understand me, and be the best players they can be, because it's their responsibility as a basketball player to improve themselves, to play the game accordingly. That's what basketball players do. Boxers, when they training for a fight, they physically go to the gym, they sitting over there sparring, they jumping rope, they lifting weights, they doing hella cardio, they staying lean, they doing what they supposed to do because they got to fight the fight. The basketball players is listening to the coach so they can have the right approach for the motherfucking championship. The tennis players, the baseball players, any players that you look at in any game, they doing everything and anything to sit up there, you understand me, and become more successful in that game that they're participating in. But in this lifestyle, you have a bunch of ladies that say, fuck this game and fuck this and fuck that, and upset at the game, upset at the population of pimps that's participating in the game, and you ain't even played the game right. In the game of basketball, if I take the ball, every time I get the ball, and I throw the ball out of bounds, each and every time I get the goddamn ball, how could I be upset at the referee or the players in the game, and I'm throwing the ball out of bounds? And each and every goddamn time that you have been blessed with the opportunity to choose the pimping and you didn't, you threw the motherfucking ball out of bounds, bitch. So that's why you not winning. That's why you in the hotel room watching me, frustrated, mad because ain't no money been accumulated on today. That's why you mad. That's why you not winning. You're not complying to the game. So if you're not complying to the game, if you're not in full obedience to the rules and regulations of the game, don't expect to win. You are not a winner, and with that mentality, you will never be a winner. Before I get to the why, more reasons on why the hoes is winning, let me tell you another reason why, you understand me, you big head ass bitches ain't winning. Another motherfucking big reason why you bitches ain't winning is because, you understand me, the times when you gave the pimping some money, you gave the pimping some motherfucking currency, but you didn't give loyalty that was equivalent to the currency that you was giving them. You wasn't in obedience. You never chose the pimping. You just gave money to pimping. That's what these niggas got to understand. Oh, she chose up. What she choose up with? He said, they might say she chose up with 5 or 10 or 20,000 or something. That's on the currency side. But in all actuality, if she didn't give more than just them green papers with dead hypocrites on it, if she didn't give more than currency, the bitch still ain't chose up. Because you got some rebellious, disobedient, brutish, foolish, rambunctious, outlandish ass bitches that will get into a continuity of giving currency on the motherfucking daily and still be in the spirit of disobedience. Still walking the spirit of rebellion to the pimping and giving money to the pimping every goddamn day. But still sitting up there getting out of pocket. Still on Instagram liking pimps' pictures. Still on Instagram liking pimps' videos. Still in the inbox of other pimps. Doing things you ain't got no goddamn business doing. Still in hoe groups on Facebook. Sitting over, well, so-called hoe groups on Facebook. Socializing with other renegades that profess to be hoes. And they sitting over there having disrespectful conversations about pimps. And you paying a pimp, but you participating in a motherfucking conversation about another pimp. Bitch, you out of pocket. You ain't even got no goddamn business in no conversation speaking to bitches that ain't paying pimping or supposedly is paying pimping, and you speaking down on another pimp. You out of pocket and you out of bounds, and you gonna reap what you sow. You gonna reap what you sow. You going to reap what you sow. Some of you are giving money to pimps right now, but you in Facebook group talking about your ex-folks, talking about how your ex-folks didn't do this, talking about how your ex-folks ain't do that, how your ex-folks sit up there and fucked on this bitch, or how you think your ex-folks was treating the bottom bitch like a motherfucking wife, and he really wasn't about that life, and you typing a motherfucking plethora of paragraphs and shit, you understand me, in a Facebook group, speaking down on your ex-folks when you supposed to be having new folks. You out of bounds and you are out of pocket. And this is another reason why you're not winning. That's another reason why you're not winning. There's so many that fall in this category, you understand me, and don't even understand why they not winning. Got the nerve to question the game on why they not winning. You got the nerve, some of you bitches, I'm going to give you, see, the spirit of pimping is just on me tonight. See, some of you motherfucking bitches didn't have folks that caught a case. He went to jail. and you didn't even hoe up for the nigga bail, bitch. And you got the nerve to sit up there and say, you don't know why you ain't winning. It only had cost $1,000 or $2,000 to get your folks out of jail, and you motherfucking, you understand me, blew up on that. It only cost $1,000 or $2,000. I'm even doing too much for some of y'all. Some of y'all folks got locked up on a weak pandering charge, and all you needed to do was come up with $500, and you blew up. You blew up. You got a boyfriend. You got up with this player nigga. You got up with this blood nigga. You got up with this crip nigga. You didn't stay down with the pimp nigga. All because he had a bail that was $3,000 or $5,000, $10,000. Oh, I'm talking truth tonight. I'm talking truth this morning, I mean. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You couldn't even stay down, you understand me, for that long. You know what I'm saying? And you got the nerve, you got the audacity to sit up there, you understand me? Hold on for a minute. There we go. You know what I mean? You got the nerve, you got the audacity, you know what I mean, to sit up there and you say that you don't know why you're not winning. Who have you ever stayed down for? Some of you have never even been down with the pimping a whole year. You've been in the game. Some of y'all been in the game for 5 years. Some of y'all been in the game for 10 years. And you never gave the pimping a whole year of hoeing. Some of y'all profess to be in this game for 10 years and over 10 years, and you have never even stayed down with one pimp for a whole 6 months. Some of y'all are trying to include the times where you blew up and you came back. Some of y'all have never sit up there and gave the pimping a whole goddamn year, and you got the audacity to sit up there and say, you don't know why you're not winning. You don't know why you're not winning. You speaking down on pimping, and you don't know why you ain't winning. You paying everybody else but the pimping, and you don't know why you're not winning. You sitting over there choosing Bloods and Crips, niggas with big dicks and paying tricks, you understand me? But you don't know why you ain't motherfucking winning. You don't know why you got a motherfucking eternal residence in Motel 6. You understand me? You don't know why your whole life is in that fake motherfucking Louis suitcase. You don't know why, you understand me, your room is due, you understand me, tomorrow it's $130 and you only made $90 yesterday. You don't know why. You don't know why you ain't winning. You don't know why the game is allowing your call volume to be as high as it is on Backpage. You didn't have 80 motherfucking calls come in within probably like a good 2-3 hour period, and not one motherfucker sat up there and came through. That ain't nothing but this game spanking you for the times that you've been disobedient, for the times that you sit up there, you understand me, and been rebellious, you understand me, against the rules and regulations of this game. That ain't nothing but this game spanking your motherfucking ass. That ain't nothing but this game. Now you got to go down there tomorrow and plead your case and sit up there and see if they'll give you an extra day or they extend some extra hours and shit like that because you ain't got your room money. That ain't nothing but the game spanking you for the time that you snitched on the pimpin'. That ain't nothing but the game spanking you for the time that the pimpin' was locked up and you left the pimpin' fucked up. It ain't nothing but the game spanking you when you knew that basically the pimpin', you was his only hoe and you left him fucked up, carless, holeless, houseless. You understand me? There ain't nothing but this game spanking you. You can't run from it. You gonna reap what you sow. That's why you not winning, because you're a punk bitch. You're not winning because you're a motherfucking fag. You're not winning because you're stupid. You're not winning because you're dumb as hell. You're not winning because you're disloyal. You're not winning because you're the embodiment of faggotry. You're not winning because you understand me, you have no loyalty. That's why your motherfucking ass ain't winning, bitch. Damn, why I ain't winning? I just gave it to you. That's why you ain't winning. Now, getting to the hoes that is winning. You know, it's some winning women, you know what I mean, in the game that they're accomplishing, many accomplishments. They have, obtained a lot of success in the game, and they've been able to maintain success in the game, and it never gets exalted the way that it should be exalted. And because you're not seeing the accomplishments of the hoes, you put the whole population of women that profess to be hoes in this whole this location called nowhere, and this location called failure. And I want you to know that you do have hoes who have chosen with pimps that didn't have a high school diploma and now have a high school diploma. You do have hoes that when they came to the pimping, they didn't have no degree. Now they have a degree. You do have hoes that couldn't basically really spell their name on the smartphone. You understand me? But now, if you was to speak to them now, they can win any spelling bee. Their vocabulary, you understand me, is just, it's a Harvard University level. You do got hoes that came with low self-esteem, really didn't have confidence. And now they're dealing with the pimping. They're the best definition of confident and intelligent. You know what I'm saying? You do got hoes, you understand me, that graduated, from college, fucking with the pimping. You do have hoes that have been a blessing to their family because of the pimping. You do have hoes that didn't know how to take care of their children, didn't know how to be a motherfucking mother, but through basically the behavior that the pimping exemplified, the bitch sit up there, you understand me, and learn some parent skills from the motherfucking pimping because the pimping was treating that child or children better than the motherfucking hoe. I'm speaking real shit right now. This ain't nothing but real shit. You do got hoes. You do got hoes that's sitting over there, you understand me, they like to read, they like to study, they like to use correct English, they like to enunciate. You do got hoes that's sophisticated, they're dignified. You know what I mean? You do got hoes, that own property. You do got hoes that own businesses. You do got hoes that own the foreign vehicles that they drive. You do got hoes with good credit, great credit. You do got hoes. Whenever you sit up there and you take the whole population and you sit up there and try to categorize, all of the motherfucking hoes by these ignorant, fraudulent, belligerent, bitches that's full of attitude, but don't got a multitude to show for, their so-called hoeing. Don't sit up there and put the whole population of hoes, in that same predicament. Because like I keep telling y'all, whenever you judge a whole population by the bad representation within that population, you're going to get a false depiction, definition, vision of that population of people every time. And that's in any group, that's in any walk of life. So, you do have hoes that are accomplishing things. And the reason why they're accomplishing things is because they fucking with the pimping. The reason why, they're inspired to read, inspired to work out. Some of them already were doing these things, but once they came and got involved with the right man, everything that they was doing right was even enhanced by getting with the right man. Some of these women were already doing some, some good things. But once they got with the pimping, the right man in the game, now they're doing some great things. When you get with a man in any lifestyle, not just pimping, for you squares out there, your man is supposed to bring encouragement. He's supposed to bring enlightenment. He's supposed to bring improvement, empowerment. If there's no development, that you are gaining by this man presiding over your life, then you need a new man. Because that is a man's job. A man produces. And you must be a man before you a pimp. So a real pimp, somebody that's authentic and really in it, he produces. If he's not producing anything, he is not the pimping. If she's not producing, she's not the hoeing. Stop blessing everybody with the title of pimps and hoes. There we go. Hold on. Hit that like button right now. Come on now. We started off kind of slow up in here, but it's 162 people watching. Hit that like button right now. I know it's 3:21 in the morning. I know that. I know everybody's sleeping. I know, you understand me, people at work. I know that. You know what I mean? But I'm fired up. And I told you that hoes are winning. Don't get it fucked up. Some of you squares that's working 9 to 5s, some of you squares that's going to a school that you're going to end up, you know what I mean, in major debt in, because that's what usually happens. A lot of y'all going to graduate from a school, you're going to get a degree, and the job that you're going to get, it ain't even got nothing to do with the degree that you just graduated with. A lot of y'all going to sit up there and go to school, and you're going to have the degree, you're going to get that little piece of paper, that documentation that shows that you're good for memorizing a bunch of falsified information, and you're going to sit up there and get you a job that ain't got nothing to do with the goddamn degree that you even got. And then you're going to have the nerve, the audacity to sit up there, you understand me, and look down on some horn. You got the nerve to sit up there, you understand me, and look down on a hoe that's actually sitting over there bold enough to do what a lot of y'all want to do. The reason why some of you are not hoeing is because you're afraid of what mama may think, father may think, brother may think, sister may think, so-called friends might think, associates might think, enemy might think. You really want to be in the lifestyle. You want to be in the game. You would love to be under the instructions of some pimping. But you're afraid of your mama finding out you got arrested. You're afraid of, you know what I mean, your auntie finding out that you out here sucking dick. But you want to be a hoe. So why sit up there and criticize and put on an Oscar Award winning role like you don't want to get out there and sell your pussy hole for a bankroll, because in your heart, you really do. You know what I mean? Some of these squares right now, they're going to sit up there and see this video and just shake their head. I could never do that. I could never. But you fantasize about it every goddamn day. And anybody that got the discernment of the game can see the potential within you. And then somebody taught me, you know what I mean, what you resist will continue to persist. What you resist will continue to persist. So, you know what I mean? It's only for so long that you can go from running from yourself. You know what I mean? But you are. But I wanted that to be known that hoes are winning. You know what I mean? Even the women that act like they hoes, that studied the behavior of hoes, that took gain from observing hoes, they even winning. They even winning. A lot of them girls that you see being rappers and things like that, they're taking the image of a hoe. You know what I mean? They willing to sit up there and act like, you know what I mean, they with the hoe shit. But they not. They not. They said if it came down to selling some pussy right now, they'll quote John 3:16 or say they got good morals or something like that right now. They not with it. It's just a song or it's just an act on Instagram. Trust me. But they willing to act. Them girls that's in them Pimp and Pat videos that put chains around their neck and crawl on the goddamn floor and bark like a dog and all of that shit. They not the horn. Them girls ain't nothing but actresses sitting over there, you understand me, with an actor. And that ain't no disrespect to him, because I wish him well in his rap career. But Pimpin' Pat to be on Instagram, he not the pimpin'. And them bitches that be sitting over there doing all of that degrading ass shit, they ain't the hoeing either. Just a actor with some actresses that's getting paid to act. But if you take any of them bitches right now, most of them will sit up there and do all of them Instagram videos and won't sit up there, you understand me, and do no horn whatsoever motherfucking ever. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? But some of y'all females, you understand me, in the ghetto right now, you sucking and fucking, you understand me, every gangster, every motherfucking simp, every trick, you know what I mean? They ain't even getting no money from a trick. ain't getting the money from none of them strangers in game, you not winning. You know what I'm saying? But them hoes is winning though. You know what I mean? Because fucking with a real pimp, a pimp wants to see a hoe win. A pimp actually wants to see, you know what I mean, a hoe succeed. You know what I mean? A real pimp wants a hoe to shine so she can represent his pimping correctly. That's why. Because the more a hoe shine, the more she shine, other hoes basically see these hoes shining, or a square might see this hoe shining, and now because she's seeing this hoe shining, she now want to be in the motherfucking game. So, you know what I mean? Hoes is winning for different innumerable amount of reasons. You know what I'm saying? Some bitches didn't know how to save money, didn't know how to, you know what I mean, anything pertaining to business until they got with the pimping, until they seen structure. A lot of them didn't get structure from the home, but they got discipline and structure from being with the pimping, from being around a militant, intelligent, heaven-sent, infinite-minded individual that was the pimping. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to sit up there just in case if somebody want to give me a second. Because you know how I am. I go and I just go. But just in case if somebody want to call in, I'm going to bless you. Just in case if you want to sit up there and disagree with me, or you want to agree with me, I'm going to give you the opportunity to agree or disagree with me. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Matter of fact, let me come up. I ain't looked at none of y'all comments, man. I just been up here going on. But hit that like button right now. Hit that share button right now. And oh yeah, I did a video by the name of Backpage Won't Put You on the Front Page of This Game. And it was taken down. But guess what? When the time is right, I'm going to put it back up. I'm going to redo the video again because the message was too important. So it got to be done again. The more they keep hating, the more they sit up there and dislike, I'm going to sit up there and keep coming with more classic material. It's not going to stop. I promise you that. It's not going to stop me. The number that you see right now in the comment section, you got the opportunity right now to call in. You can ask me anything that you desire to ask. If you go too long without asking, I just, continue on and I end it myself. But if you want to make a comment, if you want to agree or disagree, I told y'all, I'm not like most of these preachers. Whatever I've taught, whatever I spoke on, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask questions. I'm going to give you the opportunity to make statements. And you get the opportunity to challenge me. Everything that I said, you have the opportunity to challenge me right now. You already know that heaven sent, but the bigger we get, the more trolls, the more haters that we have to deal with. You know the old saying, you know what I mean? New level, new devil. Higher level, higher devil. You know what I mean? It just come with the territory. We about to go on 21,000. We would have been at 24, 25 by now if it wasn't for all that bullshit. By me not having my videos posted, it hinders more subscribers coming. But you know, that's not gonna stop anything. Don't get discouraged from that, because even after I end this, I'm gonna take a little break and I'm gonna come back with some more of it, and some more of it, and some more of it, and some more of it. You know what I mean? Because that's what I'm full of. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Frito, it definitely feel like that. After we hit that 20,000 marks, niggas came out the garbage can. Motherfuckers, you understand me, that you ain't never heard before. I don't even know. They came out the woodworks. But due to the fact that, you know what I mean, I am what I am. Here we go. I'm going to give you guys a few seconds. Exactly. It definitely does. Let me make sure. There we go. So you can call in right now. Anything that I said pertaining to the video, anything pertaining to the message, if you want to challenge me or whether you want to agree with me, you know, or not, you got the opportunity. That 504 number right now, you can call in and you can speak pertaining to the message that I've given. But I hope from this video I have told you, you know, because a lot of you didn't know what a prostitute was, a lot of you didn't know what a hoe was, and then a lot of y'all got it confused about the hoes winning. Because like I said, you got bitches that, you know, lived on the couch with their mama. You got bitches that, you understand me, never had a place before in their life, never had their own place, never had their own car until they chose up with the pimping. Certain bitches didn't own nothing but a Facebook account until they chose up with the pimping. They gave all their loyalty, they gave all their dedication, they gave everything to the pimping, and that's why they have everything. I want you, I want you to think about this. For you women, you know, that's, not allowing the pimping to preside over you. You renegade. I want you to think about this. You're not paying anybody. You're not paying the pimping. So why you don't have nothing? You paying yourself. So why you don't have nothing? How is it that women that are giving all their money to a man have more materialistic things than you? How is that? Think about that. How is it that this woman is giving all her money to a goddamn man and she got more than you? Some of you have been renegading. You've been by yourself. You don't own a car. You don't own a house. Hell, you're not even renting a car. I mean, some of you might not be into that. You know, different people, different mentality. You know, you might not want to own a house or a car, but you're not even renting a house. You're not even sitting over there paying, you know what I mean, on the car, because you don't have neither one. You in a hotel or a motel, or you staying with a renegade. Some of y'all is 2, 3, 4 renegades deep. And out of them 3, 4 renegades, y'all haven't produced anything but bitterness. You haven't produced anything but hatred. You're getting older and bitter instead of older and better. So I want you to really think about that though. How is it that a bitch, you know what I'm saying, is giving all her money to the pimping, yeah, I wanted the women to call in. I know the fellas are calling in time, but I wanted the ladies to really call in and challenge me. I wanted the women to find out that because, like I said, you know what I mean, you got a lot of bitches. I would feel very stupid. And I would feel very, unwise. Something I'm doing wrong. Anytime where a woman, this other woman is giving all her money to the pimping, I'm not giving my money to nobody, and I don't have nothing to show for it. I got to live with another bitch. I'm a roommate with another renegade, and we barely maintaining this motel, a hotel room. You sitting over there paying yourself every day. You don't have to give your money to nobody, and you don't have nothing. And the bitch that's giving away everything has everything. You have to make a sacrifice. The price of success is sacrifice. Hoes make sacrifices every day. And that's why hoes are successful. I didn't say women that sell pussy alone, just off that alone. I didn't say women who are just paying pimps, because you do have bitches that's paying pimps, being charged by pimps, getting broke on by pimps, but they still not doing no harm. They still not hoes. They still not walking in the spirit of obedience to the pimping. They giving money, but they're not sitting over there giving their mind. You're not giving obedience. You're not giving no loyalty. You're still getting out of pocket with, with your, you talking to ex-boyfriends and, some of them bitches that's giving their money, to the pimping, they got a boyfriend on the side, getting dick and shit. And you wonder why you're not winning. Like I said up there and I told you, until you submit to this game, until you do right by the game, you are not going to win. It's predestined for all those that are disobedient to the game, all those that won't submit and commit, you understand me, to the game, you're predestined to fall. I'm going to open up. Since the women didn't want to call in, maybe the fellas want to call in. And if the fellas don't want to call in, I'm going to make a few statements. I'm going to go on about my business, and I'm going to come back in the morning, afternoon time. But that 504 line right now, you got the opportunity to call in. We up 3:39 in the morning. It's 143 people watching at 3:39 in the morning. That's what's up. Go ahead and use that phone number. Use that number if you desire. Call in and ask me that question, bro. I just provided the 504 line. From 2 years ago. Right, Tony. Hold on. Renegade, sisterhood of failure. Hello.
Hey, bro, how you doing, man?
What's going on with it, man? What's going on?
Man, it's late at night in NY, you know what I'm saying? Just want to watch the video, man. You know what I'm saying? First off, you know what I'm saying? I'm a complete squid pit in my voice. I ain't nothing like that. But either way, man, I appreciate your videos and everything. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so my question is, I asked the question already. About legendary hoes. I've never heard of a legendary hoe. Like who are the hoes that y'all even speak about? Whose names still ring bells or whatever?
Well, I mean, shit. When you speak on legendary hoes in the game, it depends on a person's perspective. A lot of people, when they think of legendary hoes, they think of somebody like Divine Brown, which was a hoe of Gangsta Brown, who hit pretty much one of the biggest, or hit the biggest lick, for the pimping. It's another woman that I'm trying to think of. She was a known thief. She supposedly got a hold. She sat up there and stole. She sat up there and got, I want to say, got some of Liberace's jewelry.
Oh, word.
And brought that back to the pimp. I'm trying to think of her motherfucking name. Then, you know what I mean? Of course, you got the one kind of that the bishop even came in with. I can go on and on, man. If you talking about 60s, 70s, 80s, I mean, then I got a partner right now. I ain't gonna put him out there, but he pretty much got one of the top 3 hoes pretty much in the country. You know what I'm saying? And she been with him damn near for 15 years. Go ahead.
No. I can name a couple of P's who's famous. You know what I'm saying? But I never heard of a famous hoe. So you mentioned that, so I was like, all right, I wonder who he's talking about when he say the legendary hoe. But you answered the question. I appreciate that. I appreciate all you.
I can't even remember. I can't even remember her name, but it's a known bitch. You know what I mean? Even in the Bay, there was horn like a motherfucker for Hook the Crook. You know what I'm saying? I just can't. I would have to call my partners, but yeah, when it comes to legendary hoes, legendary thieves, you know what I mean? Pretty much these are known names from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, until now. And we got ones now that's, stealing like a motherfucker, or horn like a motherfucker, paying the shit out of some pimping. So, you know what I mean? When they start having big conversations, about pimping and hoeing, these are known female names that just, they come up because they was known for hoeing.
All right. Well, have a good night, man. Have a good night, brother. Thanks for your service, and I'll speak with you later.
All right, man.
Peace.
Kim Kardashian, is not a hoe. It's not a hoe. Just because somebody, no, Kim Kardashian is not a hoe. Only people that think Kim Kardashian is a hoe is pretty much people that don't know what a hoe is. But no, Kim has some game, and the game that she has been beneficial for her in a big way. But no, Kim Kardashian is not a hoe. But good looking Kenny came up in here with the 199. That's what's up, Kenny. Blessings to you, bro. Right. Kim K ain't got no pimp. What do you call him? Kanye a pimp? Kanye West is not a pimp. You know what I mean? Kim is not no hoe, Just because a woman, squares to say anything, but just because a woman is able to manipulate a feeble-minded, absent-minded, love-starved male or man, that does not make her a hoe. She broke, hold on. She broke what was supposed to be broken. But just because you break something that's supposed to be breaking, that don't make you a hoe. Hello?
Hello, Are you still live?
Yeah, I'm still live, baby.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make a comment. I'm over here from Chicago, Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad that you broke down the difference between like what a hoe is versus like a square.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I mean, I used to say all the time, like, you trying to get some pussy out of me when you could have went on Cicero. I'm trying to go on a date, trying to get to know you, and you just done passed all you just passed up Cicero and Roosevelt to come pick me up. when you should have been over there.
So you familiar with that Cicero, huh?
Yeah, it's a well-known.
Yeah, I know, baby.
Chicago.
Yeah, baby, I'm from Chicago. I know.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so you know the difference between a hoe and a prostitute, huh?
Yeah, hoes get paid.
Mm-hmm. So
the prostitute. Yeah, when you broke that down tonight, I thought it was all in the same though, the hoes and the prostitutes.
You thought it was all in the same?
Yeah.
No, the prostitute, she'll give up something for some change, and the title hoe man is an honorable name in the game. You know what I mean? Any woman could be a prostitute. You got squares as prostitutes. You know what I mean? Being a prostitute, that ain't really saying nothing. When a bitch say that she a hoe, that means she participating in the lifestyle of pimping and hoeing. That's what she do. Yeah. That means she's sitting over there every goddamn day, you know what I mean, doing it the pimpin's way. You know what I'm saying? That's a hoe. That's a hoe.
That's right.
How old are you?
Oh, I'm in my early 30s.
Okay, you in your early 30s? You West Side?
West Side, yeah.
Huh?
Yes, I am. I'm West Side. I'm from the West Side.
Yeah, I can hear it in your voice. You sound like you about to say Charlie in that. You know what I mean? It sound like you about to say Charlie. You know what I mean? A man go, look out for Johnny Law. Here comes Johnny Law. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, you know. I always had a lot of love from the West Side. You know, I'm a Southeast Side, you know, but I love the West Side though. Every time I come through the Shire, I come through the West Side. Don't get me started on y'all food. Man, I love the West Side. I love it. You know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That Kilbourne and Washington and everything. What'd you say?
No, I'm going to say you over there, like there's a beach area over there where on the southeast side.
Yeah.
Black beach area.
See, yeah, I come up around Blackstone. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's you know, southeast side of Chicago. When I was coming up as a youngster, we stayed on St. Lawrence for a little bit. Then from St. Lawrence, I went to 54th and Cottage Grove. Then from 54th and Cottage Grove, went to Hyde Park. And then at the Hyde Park, we pretty much were staying on around Blackstone.
Okay.
Yeah. But I still got family on the west side, and I love y'all too. It's all in the game. It's all Chicago.
Yeah, we love you too. We love you too, Pete Temple.
Well, God.
Yes, we do.
Well, how long? Matter of fact, how long you been watching my videos, babe?
For about a month or two.
Okay.
Yeah, I was looking for one thing or the other, and I ran across it, and I was like, this is definitely a world of its own.
Yeah.
This information right here, and I understand.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you, man. You know, I love whenever Chicago people call in. You know what I mean? Especially the ladies. You know? Yeah. But I thank you for calling in. But did you want to say something else?
No, that's all I have to say.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for calling in, baby. Blessings to you.
Okay.
One.
Word. Thank you. Bye.
What you mean? What you mean, Jay? Because hold on. Because you know they got that new app. Then there's supposed to be a new feature that YouTube added. Hello? 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 When you call in, if you sound like you under the basement or you know what I mean, you shy, you know what I mean, stay your shy ass off the phone. Don't even call in. But yeah, Jay, they supposed to have some new feature, bro. But you know, I'm messing with you know what I mean, this Google Hangout right now. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to sit up there and find out, you know what I mean, how to get that feature though. But yeah, that's what I'm hearing. CBD big head ass. Let me go through these comments. Right. See, Jay had it right. Exactly. And Justin had it right too. She's a wife that's a prostitute. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Say, hold on. That my chat would be. That your chat would be saved if you got on. You talking about going live? Because I don't know after this one. I can see, but I don't know after I end this one if it's going to do that. Oh, Max, that was you? Okay, well, Max, go ahead and call in. Because I said hello. Who's asking these type of square ass questions? Why would a P want his hoe pregnant by the trigger? Come on, you just certain things you can figure out yourself. Just think. It's logical. Okay. Well, if you yeah, that's what I thought, bro. It must be his first time seeing my shit. If you in Canada, you should have been able to call in, but you know, maybe not. Sometimes even some of my friends, you know, in Canada, they tell me that they can't even see certain videos. Certain videos get blocked out of Canada. Go into advanced setting. Yeah, you ain't got no other choice but to agree because that's what she is. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm on the thing right now, bro. It don't even yeah, it ain't even showing me that right now. I had to pretty much look into it. But I ain't even seeing it. I'm in here. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I have a question.
Go ahead. Hold on for a minute. Kevin, I just went up in there, bro. I just went up in there. It wasn't there for me. Okay, but go ahead, bro. I'm listening.
Okay, if a bitch is a hoe, right, and she's smoking like 10 lines a day, how does her pussy stay maintained? Like, doesn't she suffer wear and tear? How can she continue to make money? Like, where's the longevity there?
Well, first of all, number one, you underestimating that pussy any goddamn way. Preachers and teachers go in there and creatures come out that motherfucker and it still be intact. You know, as far as what you saying, you got a real hoe after soaking up so much game, you know what I mean, from the pimping. She thinks smart. She's not working hard. So, you know, her objective when she goes outside is to sell game, is to sell fantasy, not pussy. Now, if it's a price that's, you know, high enough, you know what I mean, then some pussy just might get exchanged. But always know that the trick never got what he wanted. The bitch just blessed him with what he needed it for the moment. But all of this, you know, bitches just get worn out. That's the bitches that don't have no motherfucking game. That's the bitches that ain't really fucking with pimping. Bitches that's fucking with pimping, that's governed by game, you know what I mean? Them the heavy hitters. Them the bitches that's seducing and reducing tricks, you understand me, for every dime. The actresses. You know what I mean? Not the bitches that's sitting over there sucking and fucking for them. I think you're thinking about them cracker toots and shit. I'm talking about hoes.
Okay, I can dig that. I can dig what you're saying, but my thing is, if a hoe... Hello?
I'm listening to you.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is, basically, if she is getting fucked, she's gonna enjoy that. So if it's got a big dick, she's gonna take a whole dick. She's gonna like this. Is what I'm trying to say. So she's gonna.
Yeah, and you saying something that's wrong, because just like people work a job and they might not want to come to work or deal with the people at their job, but due to the fact that that job take care of the utilities, the necessities, and the desire, that's why they have a desire to go to work every damn morning, whether they like the people or not, whether they like the conditions or not. That's the same way that these women are in the lifestyle. They don't give a fuck about the dick being small or big. They just want a trick to sit up there and come so she can come up and get the fuck on. She's not thinking about that goddamn trick. She's not even attracted to that trick. Even the motherfucker that's attractive, that look good, just because he's a trick, she gonna treat him just like what the fuck he is, a trick. She can give a less fuck about, you know what I mean, him having a big dick. She wish she had a small dick and can come in 2 seconds so she can get the fuck on to the next trick. She's not thinking about that.
That's real talk, man. That's real. Thanks for blessing me with that.
All right. Oh, baby, that was you trying to call in. Call in again. Come on now. It's 5 in the morning. And now I'm on a hotline, baby. Come on, man, we up. Come on, we up. We up early in the morning with it. It's 4 in the morning. We up. You know what I'm saying? We up like a motherfucker. Come on, man. This is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice, be fly, make money in it, and produce. Let me see. Shashay, call in again, baby. Yeah, he underestimated. Come on, man. I told you, man. Preachers and teachers go in that motherfucker and creatures come out of it. Come on now. Oh, y'all like that? And now I'm on the hotline. Yeah. Come on. Go ahead and call in. Sashay be sitting over there trying to act like she could go back and forth with me with this singing and shit. She really be trying to, y'all. I'm in there. I woke up because Twilight. Check my phone. Man, I'm live. Anybody else that desire to call in, ask a question, make a statement, come on now. Anything that I said, you might be like, nigga, hoes ain't winning, nigga. Hoes ain't winning, nigga. Come on, give me the regular square routine. You know, a hoe ain't got no 401k plan. She ain't paying taxes. Come on, bring that square shit. Come on now. Bring the shit that I've been hearing for years, that I've been tearing up for years. A hoe ain't got the dental plan. A hoe ain't all of this shit. Come on. They always say that shit, Justin. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Y'all supposed to keep that 504 line in there. Hold on. See, YouTube hitting me up now. Hold on. I just gave you the 504 line. CBD, keep that line in since Selena's asleep right now. Keep that line up for me, baby. Yeah, they just hit me up. Hold on. Bro, you took that joke from Google voicemail or Yahoo email or something. You took that joke. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. But you could have came better than that. That sound like you like my singing. And you want to sing like me. Hold on. Yeah, he think I got a nice voice. Bless his heart. There we go. Sashay, the only reason why I kept it open because you said you was gonna sit up there and call, Goofy. Hello? 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 Yeah. Well, like I said, I gave a breakdown because I had to I had to because some of y'all have forgot, what a hoe is. And I had to remind you. And I had to explain why they win. Hello?
What's going on, Central?
What's happening, man?
I'm calling from a church point of view. I have a question about hoes on the street. They're doing their thing, but they got like dudes on bicycles or niggas walking with them and shit.
Well, first of all, those are not hoes. Okay? Those are not the hoes. Anytime you see a bitch, you know what I mean, walking with some guys, you know what I mean, or a dude, that 9 out of 10, that's his baby mama or his girlfriend that's out at that time, but that's not a hoe, bro. That she's not even conducting herself, you know what I mean, like a hoe. Not at all. So you got every right, you know what I mean, to feel like that. You know what I mean? Because you do got bitches that will walk with their baby daddy. You got bitches that will walk with their boyfriend. You got bitches that will sit up there and walk with a group of bitches, 5 and 6 renegades deep. And a trick don't know what the fuck going on. He don't know, you know what I mean, whether the bitch gang banging. He don't know whether the bitch in a freestyle. And, yeah, he don't know whether the bitch in the cipher. Yeah. And LBC, City Roll, all that. Yeah. So it's like, you be, hey, I be rolling, you know, before I go to work, you know? Yeah. And, like, I'll be like, damn, well, why aren't you gonna do some dirty shit? You know? Nobody gonna come up to her. She ain't gonna make no money with some nigga right there. Yeah. Yeah, so I always want to, you know, worry about and wonder about that. And check this out, one more thing. You be like, I'll be rolling, right? I want to pull up, but somebody else pull up, and then they pull away without the hole in the car. So I'm like, it seems to me like y'all niggas be waiting the whole time. Yeah, yeah. Paulina, if you think that the hoes ain't winning, call in and challenge me. And you know I'm on this Google Hangout. If you in the right area, I can sit up there and get your Gmail right now, baby, and add you right on in. And we can go back and forth right now and make this video real interesting. Anybody that don't agree with me can challenge me right now. And I can listen to you without cutting you off. And you can listen to me without cutting me off. And we can have a conversation like two adults about everything I just said. And I can explain logically, intellectually, and break it down and put it in the language of simplicity why hoes are winning. Go ahead, brother. Yeah. So I just want to touch bases on that because women be walking in groups and shit, and it's like, what the heck? I mean, they trying to make money, but I guess they didn't want no money if they're gonna be working with some dude and a bunch of chicks and stuff. And then I pull up, and the chick I want is like the one I don't want walking to my car. It's like, what the? You know what I'm talking about? Like they be in a rat pack together, and then I see one I want, and then but she's standing right there on the sidewalk, then the discus one run to my car. You know what I mean? So like shit like that, you get right there and have to keep it out my chest. Thanks, man. Yeah, I appreciate you for calling in, bro. All right, bro. All right, man. You can help me get the live chat restored, Kevin. All right, bro. Well, look, this is what you do. Lock that number in your phone. And after I'm finished, Kev, just hit me on that number. Hello? Hello? For the people, what's going on, fam? What's going on? Who am I talking with, man? Oh, this happened, sir. What's happening, bro? Oh, the truck driver in America. What's up with it? Yeah, Samoa. But what's happening? What did you want to challenge me about? I just want to, I ain't really even trying to tell you, I'm just talking shit while I went to bed, but I just got a question. I'm a long-time follower, And I hear you, I agree when you say hoes is winning, but I hear you advocating the trap a lot. Concrete. Mm-hmm. And I can't speak on every location, but where I'm at, the bitches who walk the concrete, the heroin addicts, dope fiends, I don't see too many bad bitches with Gucci and Louis Vuitton on walking the blade, bro. Mm-hmm. So when you say hoes is winning, are you talking about hoes on the blade?
Or is he talking about, you know, these bitches on Instagram who might still be paying some attention, but she might not necessarily be walking the blade? Because them the bitches you see with Louboutins in the air on the beach in Dubai, hitting $20,000 tricks, getting money out these foreign niggas. I don't see the bitches I see walking the blade be busted, bro.
Okay.
I mean, maybe in Vegas, maybe in LA, you might get a bad bitch walking the track, but where I'm at in the Midwest, I ain't never seen a bad bitch walk the blade, bro. Okay,
where you at in the Midwest?
I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Okay, that's exactly why. Ain't shit going on in no motherfucking Cincinnati, Ohio, nigga. You understand me? It ain't nothing going on in Cincinnati, period. The only thing that a pimp want out of Cincinnati is a square that he's endeavoring to make a hole. You know, he might play the Lions there or something, but ain't nothing in motherfucking Cincinnati. The only thing a pimp going there for is to get him a turnout or something, but ain't nothing in no goddamn Cincinnati, man. Stop playing. No wonder you ain't seeing no motherfucking hoes and Louis and Gucci and all that shit. Look where the fuck you at, nigga. You ain't gonna see none of that shit no goddamn Cincinnati. Shit, y'all ain't got nothing going on.
You get some, you know, the little back page bitches, you know, they might, you know, be somewhat fly. They ain't really getting.
Man, they ain't fly either. Listen, ain't nothing fly in no goddamn Cincinnati. The only thing that I want from Cincinnati is the square bitches and the motherfucking food. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing Cincinnati can give a pimp. You know what I mean? There's some dessert, you know what I mean? And the square ass bitch that's ready to be turned the fuck out. Other than that, man, Cincinnati ain't got nothing for no goddamn pimp, man. That shit ghost town. You know what I mean? Back page lane, front page of the Cincinnati lane, the side pages, the other page, like everything about Cincinnati, like hell no. That's a waste of time to be there. And that's.
I agree with you on some pimp shit. Cincinnati ain't got enough for a pimp, but I ain't gonna let you just shit on my city, bro.
Bro, I'm talking about as far as the game. As far as the game concerned, the only way a pimp coming through Cincinnati is a turnout mission. He's on a turnout mission. You know what I'm saying? Or he done met a bitch off of social media. Something like that. But don't no pimp really just get up and say, you know what I mean, I'm getting ready to just, you know, set bitches down and start having a whole bunch of money in Cincinnati, man. Like, no, man, it ain't even on the pimp's, Cincinnati ain't even on the pimp's radar when it comes to this motherfucking money, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cincinnati all Cincinnati good for is to give a pimp a square bitch that he can turn out. That's about it, man.
So, you said you was down in Louisville, I know Louisville, Kentucky ain't too
Yeah.
far from. She was down there. So you saying that's popping more for the game than Cincinnati?
Yeah, I have to say Louisville is cracking more than Cincinnati. Hell, motherfucking yeah, Louisville is cracking more than Cincinnati. You know what I mean? I've been in all up in there. You know what I mean? You got that motherfucking Kentucky Derby. You got 4th Street. I was putting them hoes down on Gilmore Street. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, hell yeah, motherfucking Louisville gonna give a pimp some money. A pimp can play the Lions over there. You know what I mean? It's all type of shit a pimp can get into in that motherfucking Louisville and shit. It's some money in Louisville. You know what I mean? Motherfucker gonna go to Louisville to get some money before he go to Cincinnati. Hell yeah.
This depends on what you're trying to do to get your money. If you got a sack, you got some, you know, some.
Yeah, we ain't even thinking about that. I'm talking about pimping and horn. Like that's the only pimp ain't thinking about selling no drugs. Pimp ain't thinking about none of that. A pimp right now can go down to Louisville, hit the motherfucking G-Hound, and if they let a pimp work, if they let a pimp keep his ride outside or whatever he got outside, and even if he ain't got nothing inside, if he stay in and out that Greyhound and leave when he's supposed to, come in that motherfucker, you understand me? Buy something, you understand me, out them vending machines, you understand me? And, you know, check in every now and then and see if there's something up in there for him. You know what I mean? He gonna slide in and out that G-Hound, and that G-Hound in Louisville gonna give him something. You know what I mean? Now, in that motherfucking Louisville, you know, of course, you got a lot of meth heads. You got a lot of bitches that's drugged up, busted, disgusted, more handsome than me, You know what I mean? You got a lot of bitches out there, you understand me, that's pretty, they white, you know what I mean? They Caucasian, but the bitch, you understand me, just like to get high. You know, I had to fire a lot of bitches. You know what I mean? I had to sit up there, you understand me, and rebuke a lot of bitches for fucking with that motherfucking meth, man. Yeah, them white bitches out there, man, they love to get high in Louisville. That's Louisville's downfall. And the one thing I say about Louisville got the worst strip clubs in the world.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
Louisville got the worst strip clubs in the world. They will hire anybody. They will hire an 80-year-old grandmother, an 80-year-old great grandmother. You know what I mean? The strip. They don't have no standards when it comes to the strip club. Louisville got the worst strippers in the world. The worst dancers, the worst everything. It's only a few clubs that's decent. But as a whole, Louisville got the worst strip clubs in the country. Terrible.
Let me ask you another question, bro.
Go ahead.
So when you knock a pretty little yoga looking white bitch, look like she fresh out of Starbucks from Naperville, Illinois, or fucking Oregon. This bitch ain't never been in the inner city environment. How do you implement her shoulder blade, bro, without her being scared, without her getting nervous? So you need to come. You putting the bitch that's fresh out of suburbia on the blade, bro.
Well, first of all, the blade is not what you think. You actually sound more scared than the bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, the blade ain't even what you think it is, bro. A bitch could get just as much as in danger or more danger in the fucking hotel room. You got to think about it. If a motherfucker in the hotel room, you know what I mean, I can kill you. I got a better way of killing your motherfucking ass and nobody finding out about it. In the hotel room, I could put that pillow over your face, over that bitch face, and suffocate it, and nobody would even hear a motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, I don't see it no different. Then you got motherfuckers picking bitches off the track and taking them right to the hotel room. So what's scary about the track?
You know that, bro, but that white bitch ain't thinking like that. She thinking you take that bitch to Big or E14.
Well, first of all,
that hotel is safer. You don't think that hotel is safer, bro? Well,
first of all, a wise pimp that just knocked something out of Naperville or whatever, he know how to bring the bitch in. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So just to keep it all the way 100, a good seasoned wise pimp might sit up there and take that bitch that he knocked from Naperville and go to Cali and buy him a hotel room that's pretty much across the street or pretty much like a block away from the track, and he'll send that bitch to the motherfucking store to go get him some cigarettes or go get him a honey bun or go get something. While that bitch sitting up there walking to the motherfucking store, she gonna see hoes walking up and down that blade doing some hoeing. And as that bitch motherfucking, you understand me, walk and see them bitches going in and out the car, and he might have let the bitch post an ad on back page. But that bitch been seeing that Trick's been calling, the call value been up, but motherfuckers ain't been coming up. She made $1,700 yesterday. Today she only made $400. She's seeing that it ain't no consistency with the currency, you understand me, with that motherfucking back page, and that back page ain't gonna put on the front page. But with the moment that bitch hit concrete, she's seeing bitches getting in and out of cars. And then not only that, this one bitch, she just got off of a date and she got 4 or 5 cars already waiting on her to get off that motherfucking date. So she's seeing swift transition. She's seeing, you understand me, the benefit of seeing the track. Why? Because the pimpin' set up there and put her in the midst. He put her, you understand, he did a wise pimp move by getting a hotel room right next to the blade so the bitch could see some hoeing and see some hoes shine. Now the bitch go come in. I saw, you know, when I went outside, you know what I mean, I saw it was a pretty little bitch too. She was just getting in and out of cars. Is that what you was talking about? Is that the track? It don't seem as hard as all my friends and, you know, the movies describe. That's because it ain't, baby. You know what I mean? It's consequences with anything that you participate in. You could get killed, you could go to jail, you could get robbed, you know what I mean? You could get raped, you know what I mean, in a hotel room waiting on a back page date. The same consequences that you got, you know what I mean, in that motherfucking back page date, you know what I mean? You got some consequences outside, baby. It's consequences to everything. Are you willing to sit up there, you understand me, and go through these consequences, or willing to face these motherfucking consequences to obtain and maintain success in the game? Because the price of success is sacrifice. You know what I mean? And it's good that you posted this ad, but what I'm gonna tell you is, you know what I mean? Once you get a hold of them, see, you saw them, they all right, but they not as attractive as you. So tricks ain't gonna be attentive, you know what I mean, to them like they is to you, baby, because you already got the marketability, and then you got my game enhancing your intellectual capability. So we're gonna get some currency immediately, baby, the moment your feet touch concrete. And the moment that that bitch hit that, it's gonna put that fire under her ass. And then once that bitch sit up there, you know what I mean, if she fucking with a real pimp, where everybody out there fucking for 50s and 60s, he might send her out to the blade dressed like she would dress if she was going to the motherfucking carpet, and she go out there and she go out to that motherfucking track. Now that bitch hitting 250s and catching $300 dates on the track, and that bitch get hooked. She get tired of sitting over there waiting in a goddamn room, waiting on the phone call. She can't wait to bust the door up and sit up there, you understand me, and hit the motherfucking track. She don't even want to work back page no more, because she been turned on and turned out by the pimp, man.
Yeah, I got another question for you.
Nigga, I got nothing but answers, nigga. I'm simple to people. What? What you?
Yeah, I'm trying to get you to really kick this shit. That's why I was asking these types of questions. I'm really trying to get you to spit. But let's say, you know, you got something new on the blade, something young, new, attractive, and this bitch killing it. Ain't like you said, ain't out of cars. What them hoes that's been on that blade for 6 months and a year gonna do when they see this new bitch taking all the money? Ain't no, is it come by on the blade, or they gonna say get it this, or they gonna feel some type of way? What you gonna tell that bitch? One of them hoes that's been down on feed for a year or two, you know, step to her and slap the shit out of her and tell her to get the fuck on.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna keep it. Hold on. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you, man. You know what I mean? A new, fresh, blonde, white bitch that a pimp just got out that Naperville, 9 out of 10, bro. He not even gonna put that bitch on fit. I'm just gonna be real with you. He might put the bitch on the blade, which I'm not gonna name, but he gonna take that bitch to another blade where it's more white bitch populated. You know what I'm saying? He gonna take her to a blade that's white and light skinned, you know what I'm saying, populated, where the bitches look like Hillary Banks and all about the dollars that, you know what I mean, take to the bank. That's where he gonna take her to. He not really about to have her around the motherfucking Hoovers and shit. I'm just telling you how it is. You know what I mean? If you knock him a fine, badass white bitch that has some professionalism about herself, some good mannerism and things like that, she's soft-spoken, 9 out of 10, bro, he ain't gonna put her on no E14. He ain't gonna put her on no Figaro. He about to take her to he gonna sit her down on the blade. He might sit her down on the blade, but I promise you, the blade that he's sitting her on, the probability of her getting raped or robbed or killed is not as high as a Figueroa or a Washington and Kilbourne or a motherfucking, you understand me, E14. Nah.
That's smart. That's smart. I feel that. Okay. Yeah, that's all I wanted to know, man.
You ain't got, I thought you said you wanted to hear me kick this ism, man. That's the only questions. You went bankrupt for questions, man.
Yeah, I thought you asked the question. I mean, like I said, you pretty much answered it with the first one. I said, you know, I ain't never seen no bad bitches walking the blade. You say, shit, that's gonna be your location. That's pretty much answer the question right there. You pretty much tell me, you go to the location, you gonna see some bad bitches walking the street.
Yeah, because as you keep moving around, go ahead.
Do you think the internet kind of replaced these bitches' ideas that they need for a P? You think the internet has something to do with that?
I mean, of course.
You know, when a nigga could get in the inbox and say, you know, I got 10,000 for you, fly out to Dubai. And they think, you know, and then they think this one's gonna be a breeze. I ain't about to pay no nigga when I can just fly to Dubai and get quick 10,000 out one nigga. You think that has something to do with Some of this renegade and internet shit you see going on?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, you know what I mean? It got a lot to do with what's, you know what I mean, going on. And yes, these bitches think the internet, is so beneficial and official that they don't need an official pimp. But, you reap what you sow. And by them not sowing no loyalty to the game in the end, you know what I mean? Let's just say if they do hit them licks, let's say if they do make some money, because you got bitches that do make money, you know what I mean? But they don't have the wisdom to preside over their money. So they don't even see the investments, you know what I mean, or any type of investment, from their horn, because they don't have no knowledge about that. They don't have no wisdom about how to preside over their money. As soon as they hit a lick, you know what I mean, they pretty much spend it on Louis and Gucci because they think they're about to hit that same lick again tomorrow. You know what I mean? So just because a bitch makes money, off the internet, that doesn't mean that she's going to be a successful, participant of the game in the end, because the game going to give you what you gave it. And she might sit up there and get a trick or a so-called sugar daddy or whatever these bitches is calling regulars and all that stupid shit. But after it's said and done, the bitch might even have some materialistic things, but I guarantee you, as she continues to trying to do her own thing, bro, the game gonna spank her. You can only do wrong right for only so long.
Okay. Now what about these hoes? Some of these internet hoes who don't want a stomp down T.I. You feel me? They don't want the stomp down. They don't want the thank you to Pete, Johnny Cash, for the T. They just want a, young, cool looking boyfriend, stay fresh, who gonna dip her down, who ain't gonna sit the bitch down 12, 14 hours a day. He gonna let the bitch come in when she feel like it. Pay him $400-500 maybe, as long as he can, stay fly, keep up the image.
Yeah.
Why should a bitch in this day and age choose the pimpin' over that nigga, over the fly young nigga, such as myself?
Yeah, but the fly young nigga don't have no inspiration and uncommon information to give her. He just look fly, but he don't have the knowledge. He don't have the knowledge to sit up there, you understand me, and to give that bitch when she, say for example, let's say that hoe in the Wynn Casino, and she come in contact with a billionaire or a millionaire, you know what I'm saying, a multi-millionaire, and she call that fly nigga, what are you gonna talk about? How fly he is? You know what I mean? She gotta be with some motherfucker. She gotta be with some motherfucker that got some game, man. You know what I mean? If she call him and she say how I manipulate him or how I charm and disarm him, how am I gonna manipulate to accumulate off of him? What are you gonna talk about? His shoes? He gonna talk about his outfit? No, man, she need a pimp to spit pimp shit. You know what I mean? So, looking fly is good for looking fly. But when the bitch want to go high, when the bitch want to go higher, she got to fuck with some pimping. She got to be with somebody that's official and beneficial. Because a Gucci and Louis fit, you know what I mean, Giuseppe's, this not going to produce, you know what I mean, some gain for the bitch to gain off of. So she got to fuck with some pimping.
Dig that. But shit, I'm going to let you go and take some other calls, man.
All right, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for calling in, bro.
All right, have a good one.
All right, one. Top of it, man, to everybody. Top of it to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all. Hey, as a matter of fact, for one of my mods, I want you right now to grab the link from the P Views channel. As a matter of fact, hold on. I do it myself. I want all of you that have not subscribed to my new channel to subscribe right now. Hold on. There we go. Okay, that. I want you to hit that link and hit the subscribe button and hit that bell. Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I just said hello. What's going on?
Hey, now, man, what's going on?
What's going on with it, man?
Oh, man, you know, shit. Back on this concrete.
Oh, man. Uh-huh.
This Prince Charming, man, what's going on?
Yeah, that's why I said what's going on with you.
Oh, man, I just wanted to thank you for that shit you kicked me, man, in the DMs, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, that shit. Hey, man, I studied that for about a good 3 months.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
That 20. Hey, I'm really fucking with that 25th, man.
Okay.
That 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And then when I was fucking with that the secretive religion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was reading. I'm like, okay. Then I started actually thinking about it once I finished reading it, about how it pertains to how it was such a like with this game. And then I'm like, damn, that shit is it's like goes hand in hand. Like this shit is really a secret society, and a lot of people is misusing it and abusing it and don't know really what it is, and they honestly get the misconception of what it really is, you know. And I just really understood, and it helped me understand a lot more about it. I just want to really say thank you.
Oh man, I appreciate you, bro, for even calling in, man, and you know, man, telling me that, man. That's all love. You know what I mean? It's good to hear from you, man, because I ain't heard from you, you know what I mean, since King Charlemagne was drinking champagne, man. But it's good. it's good to hear from you, man.
Yeah, man. You know I'm back around this motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
So I was on a college vacation, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I was on a college vacation, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I see the channel has grown.
Oh yeah.
In a matter of no time.
Yeah, and it would be even further, but you know, we got the level of hate, but the more they go up in the level of hate, that's the level I'm gonna go on to educate, to communicate with my family, man. So, you know, we would be at 23 or 24,000 by now, but due to the fact that, you know, I had to put my videos on private because, you know, motherfuckers were trying to flag my shit and each
I didn't know that. I didn't even know that, man. I was looking at them, but I didn't see majority of them.
Yeah, that's because majority of them, you know, got put on private, you know what I mean? Because these busters and hoe trusters and male actresses and suckers at heart, you know what I mean, started their morning off with thinking about sinful to peace. So, you know, they was flagging videos. They doing everything that they can, man, to destroy my image. But the game just keep me replenished, man. And I just keep going and keep going.
Man, that's 100. Got to, man. Got to stay persistent. You know, you gotta stay proactive.
Oh,
proactivity, you know, proactivity is a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Shit, niggas gotta stay proactive with this motherfucker shit, man. Shit, and let these motherfuckers keep hating on this motherfucker shit. We gonna keep shining for sure. And that's 100 with this shit, man. They can't stop this shit.
Oh no, they're not gonna be able to stop this shit. Not at all, bro. They can't. They don't understand. They don't understand that only my creator, you know what I mean, can stop me. Only my creator can stop this.
Only
they not
can take the hell out of us.
Yeah. They're not even, their mind is not even powerful enough, you know what I mean, to produce anything that can stop me or destroy me. Not at all. Not at all. But let me sit up there, man, and move on, and so I can sit up there and end this video, man, and get to some other things as well.
Hey, man, handle your business, man. I just wanted to honestly say thank you, man.
Oh, man, I appreciate you for calling in. Thank you.
100, man. Have a good morning, man.
Blessings to you, bro. Anytime.
All right, y'all.
But even though I've been talking to my brothers, Heaven Sent and Prince Charming, I want y'all to know that, you know what I mean, hoes is winning. Yeah, hoes is winning. You know what I mean? I know that some of y'all, You know what I mean? They don't pay taxes. They don't got a 401k plan. Baby, listen, with the money that hoes make, and because they got the pimping wisely presiding over them, they don't sit up there and need no 401k plan. And just to keep it 100 real with you, your 401k plan is a joke to somebody that's really pimping and really hoeing. It's a joke. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's a joke. That 401k plan that some of y'all working 20 and 30 years from is a joke to a real motherfucker that's pimping and doing some home. I'm just being all the way 100 with you. Not to put you down. Square's going to do what they going to do. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't talking about the motherfuckers that profess and act like they pimping, or the motherfuckers that act like they doing some hoeing. I'm talking about motherfuckers that's really pimping and hoeing. That's a joke to them. You know what I mean? Saying that you working 20, 30 years just to have 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, or even $1 million. You know, to work 20 and 30 years for that little bitty ass change, that's a joke to somebody that's in the game. So like I said, pimps and hoes is really motherfucking winning. Hoes is winning because they fucking with pimps. Hit that like button right now. If you haven't already hit that like button, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? They fucking with pimps. You know what I mean? They fucking with pimps. That's why they winning. They get information, inspiration, and exhortation from the motherfucking pimping to go to the destination of success every goddamn day. When she got an attitude, when she having a fucked up day, she can call the pimping. He gonna say something prolific or, you know what I mean, encouraging or empowering. You know what I mean? And she gonna go on with her day. She could be going on a period. She might feel like giving up. She can call the pimping, and he gonna give her joy in her sorrow. You understand me? And her big head ass hope for tomorrow. That's why she got the motherfucking pimping. Hoes is winning. Hoes is winning, man. You know what I'm saying? Hoes is winning. You know what I mean? Why hoes winning? Because they fucking with the pimping and they doing what the pimping tell them to do. That's why. And like I told you, renegades, for you bitches that just make money and you keep the money to yourself, I asked you, how is it? I wanted a renegade to answer that question. How is it that this bitch is giving all her goddamn money to a man and she got a foreign in her name or foreigns in her name? The house that she got is paid for. It's in her name. The jewelry is hers. Some of these hoes got motherfucking property and businesses and some more motherfucking shit. You've been in the game 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. You know, most of the years you've been renegading and you don't got nothing to show for it. Some of y'all sitting over there sucking and fucking to sit up there just to sit up there and take care of your drug habit. But if you had the pimping in your life, you wouldn't be catering to that drug habit. Because you know the pimping ain't going to allow you to do that. Let me see. But see, I think people be watching too many sad-ass, melancholy, suicidal-ass movies. I was with him for 3 months. And what happened, Julie? I was with a guy named Cadillac Slim the Mac, the pimp. And he told me that everything was going to be all right. And, you know, he took me to this place and we began to talk. And he said, okay, this place that I'm getting ready to drop you off at, this is called the Blade. This is the track. And what happened then, Julie? And then I got out of the car and he had me on some sexy, you know, sleazy type of attire. And he told me the moment that I made some money to call him and let him know to check in so he can break me. And it was right then and there when I knew that I had gotten in the wrong lifestyle, the wrong lifestyle. Because he said, call me so I can break you. He wanted to break me. All this time I thought that he was building me, but he was breaking me. And that same day that I went to the track, I got in the car and he said, how much? And I said to him, I said, 150 for a blowjob, 250 for sex. And he beat my ass. He beat the fuck out of me. He hit me in the eye. He hit me in my pretty face. And I picked up the phone and I called him to tell him that this trick had just beat my ass. And he turned around and he said to me, he said on the phone, bitch, I don't give a fuck how bad he beat you. Do you have any of my money? And ever since then, I've been broken. I've been fucked up. I can't even think right. Because every time I go outside, I think about how that trick beat my ass. Do you have nightmares, Julie? Every day. And that's what, and that's the shit. And that's the shit that, hold on. And that's the shit that, you know what I'm saying, that, you know what I mean, these motherfucking, you know what I mean, tricks and squares be thinking. You know what I mean? They be thinking that like that. You know what I mean? They actually think that, you know what I mean, every bitch in the game is like that. You know what I mean? It was cold outside. And I said, but it's cold. And he said, you funky doghead bitch, get the fuck out of my car and get my money. And it broke my spirits. And they see these documentaries on YouTube, these documentaries on Netflix, with some white girl crying or some black girl crying. And what they fail to realize is that these girls that's crying and talking, they wasn't even with the pimping. She wasn't even with the pimping. You sitting over there trying to verbally crucify the pimping and make all pimps into demonic, satanic, heartless ass creatures, and not even realizing that this girl wasn't even with no pimp. She was with a boyfriend that seen a video or heard a rap song and decided that he wanted to be in the pimp game. You know what I'm saying? It went about everything all wrong. She was never with a professional. She was never with a pimp that was truly laced about what this game really is about. And she sit up there and chose up with this stranger, this gangbanger, and she was getting her head beat in by her boyfriend / gangbanger that professed to be a pimp. And she get on these motherfucking documentaries crying and shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's all the pimps. And they put it out to the media, they put it out to the world that all pimps is abusive. And all pimps are not abusive. All pimps are not mentally, physically abusive. That's a motherfucking lie. People are looking too much at the lifestyle and not looking at the person. Most of the guys that are abusive towards women in the lifestyle of pimping and hoeing either are conforming to that image or that type of behavior because they think that they have to in order to do what's vital to their title of a pimp. So they're conforming to abusive behavior, you know what I mean, to actually, feel like they are a pimp. And then you got guys that was already abusive before they got in the game. He was already beating his girlfriends up. He was already beating his, you understand me, side bitches up and shit like that. He was already an abusive guy towards women. So once he got in the lifestyle, he started taking advantage of the power that he has now received by being in the lifestyle. But just because a guy is a pimp, that doesn't make him this is the only lifestyle that I know of that if a guy smack a bitch or he hit a bitch or he whoop a bitch, you know what I mean? They gonna judge the whole population of pimps by one abusive guy that professes to be representation of the pimp. Like I always say, when Juanita Bynum got her ass beat, a known televangelist, by her own husband? Did they say that every husband, did they say that the whole population of husbands are abusive? No, they did not. Did they say that, you know what I mean, every bishop, every man of God, you know what I mean, every guy that professes to be a man of God is abusive? No, they did not. But when a guy professes to be a pimp, you know what I mean, if he say that he's a pimp, then yes, they gonna sit up there and pretty much make the pimping, you know what I mean, abusive. They're gonna make the pimping abusive. They're gonna make the pimping abusive. Just because a boyfriend puts his hands on a girlfriend and beats his girlfriend's ass, does that mean that all the boyfriends are abusive? No. It means that his ass is abusive. If this husband decides to beat his wife's ass, does that mean that all the husbands are abusive? No. That means that this motherfucker is abusive. So just because you seen a guy that professes to be a pimp beating his woman's ass or his woman's ass, that don't mean that the whole population of pimps is abusive, because you got pimps that believe when you don't whoop a bitch ass, that means that you're not pimping. Then you got some people who are under the impression that if you put your hands on a woman or whoop a woman's ass, you ran out of pimping, because pimping is from the mind and from the mouth. So, you know what I mean? You got two different people with two different mentalities. So you can't put the whole population in one box and say, yeah, all of these motherfuckers, they like this. No. No. There we go. But, you know, just to keep it all the way like 100, you can't put all of them. And just like you can't put all pimps in one box, you cannot put all hoes in one box by saying that you're going to end up with no teeth. You're going to end up busted and ugly as fuck. You're going to end up with bad credit. You're going to end up with 3 kids by 3 different pimps. You're going to end up with an apartment, you know what I mean, that's not in your name. You're going to end up, you know what I mean, busted and disgusted. You're going to end up a statistic with no materialistic things to show for your attendance in the game. You're going to end up, you understand me, another number and not a name in the game. You can't put all of the women that profess to be hoes in that same box, because everybody's story don't end like that. Some have, but they never told you why they ended like that. Some of them girls left the pimping, and when they left the pimping, because they was jealous of the relationship or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that the pimping might have been having with the communication that he was having with another hoe in his family, the bitch got jealous and she blew the fuck up, and the bitch then ran the drugs. And now she pretty much destroying herself. So we do got bitches, you understand me, that's successful in the game. Truly. I don't want you to think that hoes are not winning, because they are. They doing the same thing that you do every day, big head ass bitch. You know what I mean? You sucking and fucking, and all you receiving is a whole bunch of lies. You listening to old lies come from new mouths. Damn, that's a new video. You know what I mean? I've been saying it, but I want you to think about that. Most of you squares are listening to old lies come from new mouths. You listening to old lies come from new mouths, and you are not making anything. You're not being productive. you back at your mama's house. You know what I mean? If you would at least charge $50 for all the head and pussy that you done gave up, you would have had more money than Oprah by now. That's how much pussy and head you've been giving up. All right, look, I'm going to take one more call before I get out of here. We going on 5 o'clock in the morning out here, and I'm going to come back top of the morning. I'm going to take one more call. If somebody want to call in right now. CBD, hit that, sit up there, baby, and put that 504 number in there for them. Put the 504 number in the comment section. If you haven't liked this video, like the video. If you haven't made a comment, make a comment. If you haven't shared, share this video on Facebook. Share it on Instagram. Hold on, let me put it in there for you. Okay, there you go. Anybody that want to call in right now, you have the opportunity to call in. But make sure you share this video. There was some great information that was given. There was some good clarity that was given. I wanted to start early because this was really for those, it wasn't really for those that I've been teaching, but for those of you that have come, because I've been seeing statements appear in my comment section, and it's apparent that you guys, it's just obvious that you don't know. So I had to teach what is the difference between a prostitute, what is the difference between a hoe. Then I had to explain why bitches that profess to be hoes are not winning. Then I explained why hoes that are really hoes indeed are winning. But I didn't want you guys to get it fucked up. Hoes are winning. Hoes are winning. And they're going to continue to win. Why? Because they fucking with pimps. That's why. Why are you going to continue to lose? Because you're not fucking with pimps. and don't get it twisted. I'm a square. I'm not a pimp. I'm a square just giving my honest opinion about different lifestyles. So when you see me speak on Christianity, I'm not a Christian. When you see me speak on Islam, I'm not a Muslim. When you see me speak on medicine, I'm not a doctor. If you see me speaking on the law, I'm not a lawyer. So when you see me speaking on this game, I'm not a pimp. I'm just your favorite square giving my opinion. That's all. I'm the greatest square in the world giving my opinion. I am not a pimp. Neither do I encourage anybody to participate in accumulating lifestyles that's contrary to the law whatsoever. But if you're going to participate in religiosity, if you're going to participate, in lifestyles in urban society, you need to participate accordingly. Whatever you do in life, do it right. And whenever you do it, release your whole measure. Don't halfway do it. Don't semi-do nothing. Release your whole motherfucking measure. Give your whole motherfucking measure. Don't play with this shit. If you're going to pimp, pimp. If you're going to hoe, hoe. You know what I'm saying? Do it for real. Don't be lukewarm. Don't have the temperature on comfortable. Strive to find comfort and discomfort. Don't stay comfortable. Strive to find comfort and discomfort. Those that basically are in areas, where, the temperature of pimping, really ain't up to par, move around. You know what I mean? You want to get somewhere where that fire going on, where you can be lit. Oh, bro, talking about, hold on. I wish Paulina's voice was up to par. She said her voice messed up. In the future, I was thinking about doing a video with Nicole who I had on my last video with O'Shea, Minister Jap, Hillary Z. I was going to take Nicole and I was going to do a video with Paulina. And I was going to sit up there and do a video with them. I think it would be excellent. I'm going to see what they want to speak about. If not, we'll speak about what I want to speak about. But, you know what I mean? That's how we're going to do it. But since I gave you guys the opportunity to call in and nobody desired to call in, I guess nobody wanted to challenge me. You know what I mean? Nobody had no questions. You know what I mean? Nobody thought that what I was saying was a lie. Or nobody, the people that did disagree with me, they was too shy. Maybe didn't want to call in. I don't know. But I gave you the opportunity and I gave you the liberty to say whatever the hell you wanted to say to me, and you didn't take advantage. The game knocked at your door and you didn't answer. You know what I mean? For those of you that is not following me on Instagram, go to Instagram because I go live all the time on Instagram, and everything that I post on Instagram, you won't see on YouTube. So go to my Instagram page right now, SIN2_FUL. You can also go to my Snapchat and put in SIN, FUL, THEP. You know what I mean? You could also go to, you could pretty much go to my Facebook as well, SINFUL, spacebar GILMORE, and send me a request and let me know that you come from my YouTube family. Oh, and for the Snapchat, fellas, don't hit me up. It's not for the fellas. You know what I mean? It's only for the ladies. It's only for the ladies. You know what I mean? So fellas, don't hit me up. I don't care how much you think of a woman that you are. Don't hit me up. You know what I mean? Don't hit me up at all. Hold on. Don't hit me up. If you are a woman, you attractive, hit me up. If you're a woman, you look a goddamn fool in the face, don't hit me up. If you wear dirty bras and you comfortable wearing dirty bras, don't hit me up. If you've been wearing them same panties for 2 days and you ain't even thought about washing, you ain't even had a thought about putting them in the washing machine or the dryer, don't hit me up, baby. You know what I'm saying? I only want to see clean, attractive, beautiful women on my Snapchat. You know what I mean? I don't want to see you at all. Don't hit me up. Don't make the cartoon face so you can slide in. Do not hit me up. Don't fuck my day up. I already be going through. And another thing, if you know you got a whole bunch of bullshit on top of your neck, don't hit me up. You've been living, I don't want you to say, seeing I didn't know I was ugly. Yes, you did. You've been knowing you've been ugly all your goddamn life. All your life, every time you got into a roasting or a motherfucker, you understand me, any type of signifying, the first thing people talked about was the bullshit that was on top of your neck. So you've been knowing that you've been ugly your whole damn life. So let's not act like it's a revelation. You know what I mean? So, hold on. But I appreciate y'all. It's been good. I hope I gave some clarity and showed some charity at the same time. I will be back later on. I hope you enjoyed. You know what I mean? Y'all be blessed. Hope you live as long as you want and never won't as long as you live. Good morning, everybody. Enjoy your day. 1.